Hi and welcome back to Benga Craft. Today I'm going to make some coffee coasters using coffee beans with the Benga cast art resin. I'm going to start off by mixing. I haven't used this mold before, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to need, so I'll make as many coasters as I can based on the amount of resin that I mix up. This is a 2-to-1 resin by weight. So I'm going to start off with 250 grams of part A, and 125 grams of part B. And give it a good stir. You'll notice that it's very cloudy, and we need to mix until there's no streakiness and it's completely clear. Again, making sure that you scrape down the sides and scrape down your stick to make sure that you don't have too much part A or part B stuck concentrated in one spot. Also trying not to stir too vigorously, otherwise you're going to incorporate more air bubbles. Because I'm using coffee beans, I'm not going to worry to put this into the bubble removing machine, because it probably won't be so noticeable, the bubbles. So I'm going to carry on stirring for a few more minutes and I'll come back. Okay, I've been stirring now. There's no more streaks in here. Please, it's very important to wear your PPE, a mask and protective gloves, and make sure that your room is well ventilated. I've got a door and a window open at the moment. I had a mask on while I was stirring, but while I'm doing the video I have chosen not to wear the mask. If I'm doing this on my own and not making a video, then I will wear a mask. So I'm just going to get my mold. There's my mold. It's quite a deep mold. It's about 1 centimeter deep. This particular Benga cast art resin can't be cast thicker than about 1 centimeter. So you will find that if you do cast anything thicker than that, you do run the risk that it's going to flash cure. And it does start heating up very quickly. So it's quite important to start pouring it into the mold as quickly as possible. I'm just going to coat the bottom with a little bit of resin before I start putting down some beans. And I'm just going to sprinkle some beans in. These are old coffee beans. However, my craft room smells like a coffee shop at the moment. So I'll be sure to go and make a cup of coffee when I'm done with this. With fresh beans. Going to continue to pack in a little bit more beans and I'll come back. I think I'm happy with the amount of coffee beans I've put in. I'm now going to just top it up a little bit and cover them. I'll have to give them another stir. Just making sure that I coat all of the beans. This will take approximately 24 hours to cure. We do have a 4-hour curing resin, but for this video I'm just going to use the stock that I've got because I won't be demolding in 4 hours anyway. Okay, I'm going to leave it there and I will be back tomorrow to do the demolding. Hi, I'm back with the coffee bean coasters. They took 12 hours to set, probably because of the warmth or the heat that's in this room. I've mixed up another 60 grams and I'm just going to give them a little bit of a top up to cover the beans so that we have a smooth surface on top. I might need to mix up a little bit more. I'm going to mix up another 60 grams and then I'll come back. Okay, I've mixed up another 60 grams and I'm just going to make sure that they are nice and smooth at the top. The bottom will of course be nice and smooth, but you don't want it to rock on the table. Making sure there's no air bubbles and everything is nicely covered. And this I'll have to leave for another 12 hours depending on how hot this room gets. I'm going to just take my torch and just zap any bubbles that are on the top, taking care not to burn the mold. And I'm going to leave it there until it sets and I'll come back for the demolding. I'm back again just to demold the coffee bean coasters. They are slightly tacky at the top, so I don't want to touch the top of them. Just to show you, it's perfectly flat at the bottom, which will be the top of the coaster, and that will be the bottom, or you can do it either way. I'll leave this overnight and it'll be completely cured by the morning. And there you have it. 6 perfect coasters. Thanks for watching.